Okay, we're going to start off by doing a many-to-many relationship in Microsoft Visio 2010. I've opened up Visio and I'm going to the Software and Database section, and then I'm going to go to a database model diagram, and then I open it up. And after I open it up, we're going to model a situation where you have two tables that are related in a many-to-many relationship. This means that for example, in an order product situation, each order can have many products on it, and each product can also appear on many different orders. Therefore, you have a many-to-many relationship. In order to model that, we're first going to create two tables, one for orders and one for products. I'm going to make it bigger so that you can see it as well. And we're going to start off by naming this table the orders table. And we're going to name this one the products table. And we're going to give each a primary key. So I'm going to go to columns. I've selected the orders table here. And then I'm going to go to columns, and it's going to be order ID as its physical name, and it's a primary key, so I selected that. Products now table, we're on that table. It needs to have a product ID and is a primary key as well. In order to model a many-to-many relationship between these two tables, you first need to create what's called an association table. It's also called an associative entity, and sometimes called a junction table as well. This table will allow you to be able to unite the orders and the products that are on that particular order. And to do that, we normally take this name and table 1, and we're going to call it orders products. It's usually the name of the two tables you're trying to join together. Now, you do not type in a primary key in a junction table. What you do is you use a relationship line like this. I'm going to grab a relationship line, I'm going to drop it on the screen. Yours might look like crow's foot notation here with little hash marks across it. Don't worry about that if yours does. We'll address that later. The point is, you take the one end of this relationship and you put it on top of the first table, which is orders, and you put it right on its primary key so that that orders table lights up red. If it doesn't light up red, it means you've done it wrong. And then what you do is you take the other end and you drag it onto the junction table until it lights up, normally by putting your mouse pointer in the primary key section of the order products table. So I let go. See what it did? It automatically created a foreign key right here in the order products table. Okay, then what I do is I take another relationship line and drag that onto the page, and I put the one end on the product ID until the products table lights up. Let go. And then I grab the other end, the non-arrow end, and I put it on the order products table until that table lights up red as well. When I let go, you see how it put the foreign keys in there. This using the relationship line is the way to connect tables. So remember, never type a foreign key into Microsoft Visio. Always use a relationship line to create it for you. The last thing we have to do to create this many-to-many relationship is click on the order products table, and then what we have to do is promote each of these foreign keys to be primary keys at the same time. So you notice how this order ID and a product key, they're both foreign keys because they point to a specific product in a specific order in other tables, but they're already all together, they're also primary keys. For example, if we're talking about order 1, which would be in the orders table, in order 5 and product 5, which would be in the products table, the primary key in this table would be 15, 1, 5. And that ensures that you will always have a unique reference to a specific product placed on a specific order. Then we could also add non-key columns to every one of these tables. For example, in the orders table, you might have an order date. In the products table, you might have a product description. In the order products table, this is where you would store information that is only created at the time that an order and a product comes together. And that would be like a quantity, for example. Because you only, the quantity that you store in this table only comes into being when a specific product goes onto an order. You wouldn't put the quantity in the products table, because then you wouldn't know what order it goes with. You wouldn't put the quantity in the orders table, because then you wouldn't know which product had that quantity. You have to put the quantity in the order products table. And that's many-to-many relationships.